Hey guys, welcome back. Another update. We finished up that quarter panel, and we've been working on the engine cover, and there's a few other things that we've been doing. Basically, skinning those nostril vents on the front. We'll show you a little bit of that. But let's go take a look at some of the things that we're doing. So I got the underside all basically worked on, and we got a little kitty hair on there, and then bodyworked it. So currently I'm working on the top side to get that finished so that we can get that all blocked out and then get that into some primer. At the same time, I've been working on the roof section. I just found way too many flaws in the carbon fiber, and so rather than mess around with it, I'm just going to primer it and we're going to paint it white. So maybe somewhere down the line we'll go back to carbon fiber, but I think I've got enough on the car that this won't detract from it. One of the other things you'll notice is I've 3D printed these guys. So we've got some vent covers for the brake cooling vents down here. So we've actually done both sides, so you can see there. And then one of the other things that I've been working on is kind of getting some of these critical lines knocked out. So I've been kind of roughing in, some of the very small gaps, and trying to get the panels so that they fit really smooth. And the one thing that's been bothering me is the shot line that goes down. And so what I'm doing is I'm beveling the door all the way down to the point down there. And I think that's going to look pretty good. Let me give you a shot from over here. So you can see that now that line is going to tie in very nicely to the rear. I think on the real Aventador, it's kind of a flat that goes out to there. But since we have a wide body, we've got this panel just kind of coming out at a harsh angle. And so that's how we're going to have to do the door, which I think is actually going to be a nice detail. So let me know what you guys think. Well, there you go, guys. Let's see if we can't get a good idea of that shot line. I think it's looking pretty good now. It goes right over the hump there, comes down to this area here. So I think that's going to work. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. Okay, so I've got these guys skinned. I have not put the layer of epoxy on top of them yet. I still have this section to do here, and in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this fiberglass veil. I'm going to adhere it with some of this here, and then that way it should allow me to cut it without the ends fraying and then I can make a piece that is specifically for that area. So we're going to give it a go. Now, you might ask, why am I doing this? Well, it's because I need a nice edge in order to get the carbon fiber on the front of this piece. As I showed you, we have an area here that we still need to cover. And it turns out it needs to wrap around that entire section. I'm not going to try to match the carbon fiber. I really don't care. It's not that big of a deal for me. Maybe down the road I'll get more anal about it, but at this point I just want it covered in carbon fiber. So we're going to go ahead and paint these inner areas with some epoxy. Then we can let that set for about 2.5 hours, and then we'll go ahead and we can apply these panels, and then we'll vacuum bag them again, and then finally we'll cover these with epoxy. Well, that's it for today. It's a bit of a short update, and also mostly talking about sanding, which I know is riveting. But it has to get done, and we're getting real close, right? So we've got the roof, we've got the engine cover. Next on our list is to do that deck lid and the rear end. So hopefully we can get to those soon. Kind of running out of time, but you know what? It shows up the show the way it shows up at the show. So hopefully people aren't disappointed. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and we'll see you next time.